have yet to talk in this vlog because it's kind of been very much a just get things done. But I did never put my mic on this time, that way I can have sounds. It's been like one of those days where you just you have to get stuff done, but you just don't feel like getting stuff done, if that makes sense. I've also been regrettably thinking about buying a secondary camera, so I can have like a B cam, and I've been thinking about just getting a Sony a7C II, because it's essentially the a7 IV, but a little bit smaller, and also has like some of those updated like autofocusing features and whatnot, which would be like kind of nice. So that way I can keep my a7 IV just like essentially just photo only mode for most of the time. But then when I do need two cameras, I would use this as my main and the a7C II as a backup camera. Or potentially just using this as the secondary, I don't know. But I'd switch the a7C II as like the vlogging camera because it's a little bit smaller, a little bit lighter, has the AI, just slightly updated menu. Because realistically, I don't ever use both card slots or ever use a CF Express card, which I don't think I'd ever need that unless I did like 4K 60 all intra, which I don't plan to ever do. I'm pretty sure just regular 4K 60 on HS, you can use just a high-speed Jesus Christ, high-speed SD card and be fine. Alright, I'm gonna make my bed and then we're gonna make some dinner. I'm thinking I need to finally make my salmon pie that I've had stuff for a while, and because the crust, like, I bought pre-made pie dough and it technically is good for another month, but I should probably use it. Otherwise I have like canned salmon because I'm too lazy to cook fresh salmon. So yeah, let's make my bed. I need to vacuum in here first, but I don't think you need to watch me vacuum for like the 80th time today, so I'll be right back. Okay, so here we are, because I've been putting this off. Like, I love salmon pie, I really do. I'm just lazy when it comes to making it, and even lazier for the fact that I'm using canned salmon. But like, I already have some pre-made potatoes. I made shepherd's pie earlier this week, so I kind of like, this is like pretty much the perfect amount of potato to fill my little 6-inch skillet. This is just a basic little enameled cast iron skillet, but I really like it because I literally can eat right out of this. So we do got our pre-made pie crust.
which I have to be really careful with, because these things are so delicate. I did let it sit out. This one's out, like most brands, usually like 20 minutes, what they recommend. It is pre-floured, so it should unravel a little. However, what I'm going to attempt to do, and I've done this successfully before, but sometimes it doesn't always work out the best, is I'm going to fill the dish and then basically re-roll the scraps. And by doing that, it kind of makes the dough a little bit more laminated, so I'll get like a super puffy top in some cases. Not always. Oh, I forgot that my cruiser mates made a giant gash in the countertop until I feel it. Anyways, so because I don't really want a thick inner crust, but I like a big poofy top crust. So we're gonna hope for the best here. Oh, I need a knife. Okay, we are back. It is done. A little better close up. The center isn't like super browned, which is okay. That tends to happen because the sides are kind of puffing around it. But what I find funny is I overfilled it, so the filling's kind of like puffing out the side, which I'm fine with because I don't want to waste like, you know, any of the stuff. I am so excited for this. I should have probably sprayed the inside. I kind of forgot to do that, but I have 2 of these skillets. Because the idea was that like I was gonna buy these and make little salmon pies or maybe little shepherd pies, or like skillet cookies to make my roommate and I. So I bought 2 of them. They're very slick, so I kind of didn't think to butter it or what's the word, grease it. But I do see it's like separating a little bit, so I'm not super worried, to be honest. It'll probably be fine. But I baked this at 375 for about 30 minutes. And if you want the center to be a little more dark or a little more browned, you could just put a bit of tin foil around the edges that are already browned, and then probably let it go for another like 5 to 10 minutes, and then it'd probably be fine. But I don't really care if it's a little pale in the center. That doesn't bother me. I just want it baked through. You know, I want it a complete crust, so that way I'm not eating dough. Alright. I'm gonna go enjoy this, and then I might check in later, because I do want to like to settle down. I don't know if I'm gonna work out tonight. It's already 8, so I think I'm gonna eat, shower, and then settle and read a book or something before I go to bed, because it's Saturday, tomorrow's Sunday, that means I work, but pretty much this day is over. So, did a little cleaning, did a little reset, a little happiness. I did groceries earlier, actually made a dinner. I might heat up like a veggie, like some green beans are to go with this, but you should just eat this by its own. By its own? Whatever, I'll check it in a little bit. Okay. We need to end this vlog because, well, I'm just at that point. So you know what? It is not agreeing with me unless I fold laundry. So I think that's what I'm gonna do, because this laundry's been sitting here already for 2 whole days. So I kind of want to get it taken care of. And I feel like if I don't just do it now, it's over here, I'm gonna keep putting it off. Alright, we do gotta talk about, I think I mentioned it earlier, but I was thinking of like a secondary, like B-cam type of situation, because sometimes I wish I had a second camera. I could use my phone, because iPhones, for the most part, when you shoot in vlog, can look pretty decent. But my issue is, I feel like with iPhone footage, indoor, pretty manageable for the most part, because you can add in light sources and get just the right lighting that you need. But I almost would rather have a full other camera, just because then I don't have to worry about setting up my phone, plugging in an SSD, figure out where the SSD is gonna live, because I just have a 256 storage iPhone, and that doesn't get you a whole lot of footage when you've already used like more than half of that storage. Because the iPhone is decently high bitrate for their phones, for like the footage and stuff. So yeah, it's kind of hit or miss with that one, I feel like. I don't want you quite yet. Get over here. So that'd be a slight problem there, is dealing with the bitrate. Meanwhile, if I do a whole secondary camera, you know, I have plenty of leftover SSD cards I can use, because I'm only using a 128 gig right now on my A7 IV. I do have a secondary 64 gig in there that I don't, what's the word, redundant shoot. I have no redundancy. I know, bad, but like, I'm just vlogging. If I was doing something like a super important project, I would do redundancy. Although I need to buy another 128 card though, which probably should do soon, because tariffs. Who knows what's going to be going on around that time, so I should probably get into the 128 now. That way I can guarantee redundancy if I'm doing something important in the future, which honestly I might need in the future, let's be real here. Alright. But the other issue, even with considering a secondary camera, is money. It's really expensive. Like, even if I want to get like a A7C II, even used, it's still like $1,800 if you want like a good condition one. I could get
a ZVE1, but then you have to go overheating issues because the body's too thin and doesn't have really good cooling like the A7S III does, which is where that sensor premiered in. So it's a little worrying. You can buy little fans that like, kind of clip into the back or magnetize to the back, etc., but that's an extra cost. Then I gotta set it up and then particularly worry about fan noise and worry about weight, and it's just, it kind of defeats the whole purpose. And as nice as that sensor is, I don't care that much about it. Like, even though it definitely handles like way better than this sensor does, and will always handle it better, I don't have a lot of situations where I'm super worried about low light, I guess. Like, I'm not going outside to shoot stuff at night, so it's not super important. But I don't know. I guess I kind of need to figure that one out. Because I would prefer an A7C2, only because the photography aspect to it, because maybe I want to bring that and just have, if I were to start traveling or something, I'd probably bring that over this, because then I can vlog, but still do photography, and it's a little lighter, a little smaller, easier to pack. Even though I really don't have a problem with A7 IV weight and whatnot, it doesn't really bother me too much. Alright, I'm going to end this here, our little clean with me reset kind of thing, because I need to take all these pillows off my bed and get comfy in bed, probably read for a little bit, and then pass the hell out and spend a week waiting to find out if I get an interview. Alright, see you in the next one. Bye!